But how beautiful is it when you have so much growth from that and you're a completely different person in a beautiful way. And then you look back and you can laugh at that, at something that made you sob, cry in a corner and you were, in a fetal position. You didn't want to see anyone. And then you're like, no, okay, I had a bad moment.
Yeah.
It's not a bad life and I could move on and be stronger and better. But sometimes we let those moments consume us and we never get out of them. And for me, that's a place that I never want to be. I felt like I was in that for a few years. And that was scary to me because I've never been in a dark place for that long, of a place of shame and guilt and all of that. And then finally, I just said to myself, okay, enough.
And that's a practice that you've maintained with children, with your businesses, with your responsibilities, that carving out that time is so important to you. Talk to me about that, about like how much the work helped you even in the darkest times. Were you able to maintain it or?
I mean, the work is what got me out of the darkest times. I think it's really easy to turn to God or whoever your higher being is. It's really easy to turn there when you're in this low time and like, get me out. And, and you just think magically they're going to send you a ladder and like pull you out of this ditch. But yes, he will maybe give you signs and tools, but you have to do the work. He can give you the recipe, but you got to put all the cake mix and everything together and bake the cake. But having to face myself and intentionally be alone, intentionally do the work, intentionally every day I wake up at 5 a.m. because I need that alone time to have my coffee, do my prayers, listen to my Bible app, like whatever it is that makes you whole. I need that. And I know when I don't have that, how different my day feels. I like to set my intentions for the day or my workouts, the clarity I get, just whatever it is, everyone's going to be different. If you need to be outside, you have to decide that. But it did take me a long time of doing other things and seeing how horrible those things served me for me to find, okay, this I like. And yes, it's easy for me to go and date a man and be an avoidant and distract these real feelings. But then what? The same thing is probably going to happen to me again because I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm just willy-nilly going through life. And what? Because somebody's cute or this, I'm not paying attention to the core of people and even to the core of myself. And I just started listening to myself, finding the things that really made me feel whole, but alone. And I know so many of my friends cannot be alone because they don't want to hear their own thoughts. They don't want to start working on themselves. And I'm not judging that, but I know how amazing it is to be alone with myself and to like who I am.
I'm so glad you talked about that because I think that's one of the challenges we have today in the world is our inability to be alone. And again, I come at it from the same point of view as you. It's not about being judgmental. It's coming from a place of compassion and empathy that you can't break a pattern if you simply avoid it.